What's up, y'all? So I'm gonna get straight into it. We talking about the militarization of illegal migrants in America. Now, on this segment, I'm going to specifically be talking about the Venezuelans because those are the ones that I'm hearing about the most. But this does not exclude the other illegal migrant groups that's coming over as well, such as the Ukrainians, such as the Asians. And the thing about the Asian illegal immigrants is I heard they're crossing the border and then nobody don't know where they're going. So there's a possibility that these all could be sleeper cells. And they're showing their hand as that's what they are. Now, I don't like to group everybody in the same category and say, this whole group is doing that, this whole group is doing this. I don't like to I don't like to demonize people, but the issue that I'm having here is I don't see any of the Venezuelan immigrants, even the ones that came over here legally, I don't see them speaking out against this. And that's my issue. If you want to come to this country legally and become a citizen, and you're seeing that your people are causing havoc and you're not speaking out against it, to me, that shows that you're complicit with what's going on. You know, even with black people, right? You know, we have people in our community that does horrible things. We have people in our community that coon and buck dance. We have people in our community that does debauchery. But the thing about us is we call it out, right? People call that out. So my thing is, I don't see any of these Venezuelan migrants or even the even the ones that came over legally. I don't see them speaking out against this. So that's my issue. But the Venezuelan ones are the ones that I'm hearing about the most. They're the ones that I hear are causing the most issues in these sanctuary cities, such as sanctuary cities, such as New York, Chicago, and then you have Aurora, Colorado, where they are causing havoc in. So we're going to get into it. So let's hold up, y'all. That's the wrong one. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go.
We start in Aurora, where police are now joining a regional effort to address Venezuelan gang activity and other crimes involving migrant communities.
This is video of a jewelry store heist in nearby Denver, and it shows what police say are alleged members of that gang in action. And this is not the only crime under investigation. Fox 31's Nate Beld is speaking with Aurora's mayor tonight about this issue. He joins us live from the newsroom tonight. Nate.
Yeah, guys, the Aurora Police Department announced today that it's joining forces with Colorado State Patrol and the Bureau of Investigation to create.
So man, they sticking up jewelry stores. I heard they robbed some gun stores as well. See, the thing is, the reason why I go on TikTok and share the videos of people talking about what's going on, because the thing is, the media does not disclose every single thing that's going on. If you want to hear the raw details of everything that's going on, you have to hear it from the people in the street. They'll let you know what's really going on. And, you know, I always like to fact check and make sure. But once you hear multiple people in that community and multiple people in the street, and they're telling you, hey, this is what's going on, you better believe it. You better believe it more um, than what you hear on these major news outlets, because the major news outlets are not going to disclose everything. They leave a lot of details out. They can spin it to make it seem however they want it to. So you had to be mindful of that. So that's why I usually go on TikTok, because you get the raw detail of what's going on. The people in the streets, the people in the communities, they know exactly what's going on. But let's get into it.
A special task force to address the city's concerns about Venezuelan gang Tren de Aragua. APD says the task force's main goal will be to assist agencies around the area by maximizing resources and sharing intelligence in ongoing investigations. Aurora Mayor Mike Kaufman says this task force has been discussed and even put into practice for a time already, and says one of their biggest efforts right now is engaging with and learning from the community.
So this migrant gang is called Tren de Aragua. Tren de Aragua.
Certainly, there's a lot of Venezuelans that have been here for a long time, and they're not a part of that recent wave that came over. I mean, they came through sponsorships, and they were completely vetted when they came over. But whatever connections they have with,
And that's what I'm saying. It's no problem with them coming illegally. I mean, not illegally, legally, and going through the process, or whether they had a sponsorship or whatever. But the thing is, I don't hear none of them publicly speaking out against what's going on. So it kind of makes it seem like, they're complicit with what's going on, and they're all in this, together.
in this migrant community to please urge them to cooperate with law enforcement.
Kaufman says he can't say too much about what the task force exactly will be doing so that there aren't any investigations that will be compromised, but he does say he believes that allocating more resources to this issue is necessary, and he wants his residents to know it is something that he and APD are both taking seriously. In the newsroom, Nate Belt, Fox 31.
Okay, so you see that? And the thing is, right, they're giving these migrants all these resources, all this money. They're getting so much in food stamps. They're letting these migrants, they're giving them loans and grants, whatever they're doing to start businesses, while at the same time they're starving the normal American person out. They're starving the American person out. Um, they're hurting the black community, because the black community, we're paying our tax dollars for this to go on, for them to get all these benefits, while at the same time I'm seeing black people saying that their food stamps are getting cut. So they're getting 15,000, 13,000 in food stamps, $5,000 in cash assistance, and we're getting everything cut from us. Right. We have people living paycheck to paycheck. We have people that are homeless. They can't get any help. We have working people that are homeless. Just because you're homeless don't mean you're not working. It's people that work 2 or 3 jobs that are homeless, living in their car, because the cost of living is so high. We're paying for their rent. So do you see the pattern here? See, it takes funds to go to war. It takes money to go to war. So if we're every day struggling in survival mode, while they're getting all these resources, then on top of that, they're trying to make it to where they can become police officers, where they can get guns. They're trying to make it to where they can vote, replace the voter block, right? They're trying to replace the black vote. But that's just the minimum. I feel like a lot of these are sleeper cells that was sent here to cause mayhem. When when Title 42 first expired, right? And a lot of these illegal immigrants, that's what they are. They was crossing the border. It was a lot of military aged men. Now there were some children and women as well, right? But most of it was military age men crossing these borders. And a lot of people was seeing that and they was like, dang, what, you know, um, why is it mostly military age men? Sleeper cells. That's all I can think of. And then the thing is, they coming over here with this attitude like they're top dog. Like you can't tell us what to do. You can't make us do anything. They already coming over here with a cocky attitude like they're already owed something. Like they got a mission. They know what they come here to do and they're finna carry it out. That's the attitude that they're coming with. Specifically these Venezuelan gangs. Specifically. So I got some more to show y'all, so give me 1 second. Okay, so this is what happened in Aurora, Colorado. I touched on it in one of my last videos, but the news shared very limited details about what was going on. That's why I usually like to go to actual people that's living in the communities because they can really get more into detail. Um, the news does not like to disclose a lot of things, but I'm gonna show you this, and then we're going to get into some more videos as well.
People, many of the residents that we talked to here simply say they have not had enough time to find more permanent housing, and they're really caught in the middle this morning.
I thought there would be some compassion, maybe.
Many outgoing people, many of the residents that we talked to here simply say they have not had enough time to find more permanent housing, and they're really caught in the middle this morning.
I thought there would be some compassion, maybe a little bit of an extension to help these people find somewhere to go. They put some paperwork on our doors saying, if you find a place to go, we'll pay your deposit in first month's rent. I bet you $100 to a dollar, nobody has been put or placed or helped find somewhere to go.
So as you can see, people are getting kicked out of their homes. They got evicted. And now you have people on the street nowhere to go. And these were people that were paying their rent. These were paying tenants. They didn't get evicted because they wasn't paying. They got they got evicted because um, illegal gangs took over and they was extorting the people. But the news is not going to share that. So that's why we're going to get more into detail with this.
Now, the building's management says that the problem stems from gangs that have pretty much overrun the entire building and taken control of the building. They say it's not the code violations that the city claims. Many
See, they shared. See, as you can see, they shared their part at the very end, and they didn't get into much more detail. So that's why now you can't just depend on the media for your information. You have to go to the streets, go hear what the people are saying. So I'm about to show y'all what some of these people are saying.